Hey everyone, my name is Noble Soul, and today I'm going to go over my Fallen Angel build. Okay, so this build is pretty new. It doesn't rely on any stealth like normal thief builds, especially one for rogue versus rogue, but it's not too bad. Anyway, let me go over the traits. Well, specializations first. First one is going to be Deadly Arts. You're going to have 2, 2, and 3. And then it's going to be critical strikes. It's going to be 2, 2, and 3 again. I decided to go for invigorating. I decided to go for invigorating precision over no quarter. Although this one does seem tempting, what I found is that my fury uptime doesn't seem to matter much because it's up so much even without the no quarter that I can go into invigorating precision, and this helps me keep up my health with a 15% health regen with every crit. Alright, and next one is going to be Trickery Line, and then the Trickery Line is going to be 2, 2, 2 across the board. Most important ones here is the haste. Well, everything in this one is pretty much really important for this build. One is going to be haste, and unlike haste before where you lost all your endurance, this time when you use haste it doesn't lose any endurance, which is really great for thieves. And also haste breaks stuns, but you only get haste from this if you hit a target from the side or behind, so that's really important to remember. This is going to be Trickster, reduces recharge on tricks, and also tricks lose conditions. And as you can see, I have 3 tricks down here that drop conditions, and also my sword number 2 drops conditions. So going against a Condi heavy build like the PU Mesmer is not that bad when you're doing something like this. Anyway, and sleight of hand that reduces recharge by 20% on steel, which brings it down to only 20 seconds. And also it dazes the target for 1 second, which goes really well for your sword number 3 that also dazes a target for a half a second. And also your sigil right here, maybe I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but your sigil on your pistol also does a 10% damage for stun foes, which is what's going to get you up there throwing those crazy 18,000 damage crits. Alright, and anyway, and here in my equipment I have Valkyrie armor, and for my sigils for my rune I have Rune of Rage. That increases my ferocity and its duration, and also gives me an extra 5% damage against 5% increase in damage when I have fury, which is pretty much all the time in this build. And for my weapons and my jewelry, I am going to go full berserks. Alright, so basically down here in my utilities, if you notice, I have mostly tricks and 1 infiltrator signet. My infiltrator signet gives me a +5. My infiltrator signet gives me 5 stacks of might when I use it. So when I go to a target and I'm facing the front of them, I'm just going to start my number 3, then I'm going to hit it with my infiltrator signet after I start winding it up so I can get that stun on that target. And then right after that you want to steal to them so you can daze them. And if they're still not dead, you want to continue hit your own haste so that you can get even more quickness. Alright, and also I have my Basilisk Venom down here that freezes the target stuns the target for 1 second, but I had 2 stacks of that, so it's going to be, you're thinking 2 seconds of stun right there. So before the person can even move or do anything, I just completely destroyed and killed them, which is why in my prior video it seemed like nobody was moving or doing anything. Yeah, they tried to cleanse, they tried to get away, but there's not much you can do. The only targets that give you trouble in this build is something like a dagger celestial Ellie, a great sword, hammer warrior, and what's the last one? And that's about it. You're pretty good against most Condi heavy builds just because you lose Condi so fast. As long as you're paying attention to what you're doing and watching for something like the Mesmer #2 skill that puts on those 6 stacks of torments, you'll be good. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. Please like and subscribe below. My name is Noble Soul. I'm gonna leave some clips after this video, so I hope you enjoy. Bye.